What up, Dokkaners? Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the new content. I actually think that there's been a good amount of stuff so far to start part 1, and especially with, on top of all of that, you can farm out a bunch of mineral water on this event right here. So we're going to go over how much you need to farm out and all that stuff in this video. The superheroes of tomorrow. I call it the legends of tomorrow because any chance I can get, I want to drop some DC Arrowverse love in the channel. All right, so let's go and take a look at the Baba shop. Actually, wait, you know what? Let me pull up the event details over here. So to remove any confusion, because I saw some confusion on Twitter, this event is not like the crystal farming Natade village event that we had last year for Worldwide 2024. That was a separate thing where you could farm out crystals and also have a boosted link level rate. This one's link level rate is 0.75. This is lower than the average quest stage. If you want a boosted link level stage to be giving you some like good links, you have to be looking for a link level rate that is at least around 3 or above. This does not compare to the Chamber of Secrets, which is available for Special Day. This does not compare to the Roshi event that is available 1 to 2 times per day. This is not that at all. So just want to clear any confusion if there is any. And now we'll go into the Baba shop and we'll take a look at everything that you can farm out. The idea here is that you just farm it out over and over and over until you earn enough of these mineral waters so that you can buy different things. So you got Dragon Stones, you got Kais, you've got Elder Kai and Supreme Kai medals. For most veteran players, this is probably not an issue, but for newer players, returning players, these can be in short supply. So any chance that you can get them, you should. So you can get 5 of this, 5 of this one. You got a bunch of Zenny here. If you're a newer player or a returning player, you've been easying a bunch of stuff, especially since EZA events are going to be available for the next like couple months, all of them. You're going to be short on Zenny. This isn't going to solve all your problems, but it'll definitely help. Between both of these, you're earning, I think, 110 million Zenny. Yeah, I believe so. 110 million Zenny. So that's a lot of Zenny. It does take a lot of time to farm out just to get this, but then you got some training items here. This one is probably the least important. And then you've got a bunch of equips. So all of these equips are for the superhero movie characters. So this one is for Gohan. Then you've got Piccolo, and you've got their full bronze set, silver set, and their gold set. Then you've got Pan. Then you've got Trunks and Goten. And then you've got Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. So that covers basically the entire cast of the movie. Now the thing about these equips, they've been here before. So I've actually made this video before because I remember I was spreading out these equips not just to my main character, but I was also giving them to my TUR and my SSR. So if you've already done this last year, if you were around last year and you farmed this out, you don't have to farm it out again. The benefit in farming it out again, the only benefit, will be that you can give those equips to the lesser versions of the character. So if you're a veteran Dokkaner who's been around for a while, then you can give those equips to your TUR, your SSR. Why would that matter? The only time that would matter would be for Clash, or if there's any specific event where you need a very specific type of character. You never know. Maybe this could come back to help you. Also, there's always the possibility sometime down the road they release a chain battle type event where not exactly the same, but maybe it's, you know, more to the liking of the general public, but maybe there it will benefit you to have the lesser versions of these characters with some stat stuffing equips. That's why I gave this guy a level 8 health one. I never gave this guy anything, but when I get these equips, I can do it. So let's go over the breakdown for how much you need to actually get all of this stuff. So I wrote everything out here. You need 60 water bottles to get 20 Dragon Stones. Bare minimum. Let's just say you don't care about any of this stuff. You don't care about the equips. You don't care about the Zenny. You just want the stones. 60 Dragon Stones is all you need. 60 water bottles is all you need to get the 20 Dragon Stones. 20 Dragon Stones is still a good amount. And I've been seeing recently, some people have been pulling some crazy units with just singles. So if you're one of those single believers, then this is definitely good for you. On top of that, 20 water bottles to buy 2 Elder Kais. I actually don't remember. Is that right? Sometimes I screw up my math very badly. Is that what it is? No, it is. It's right. Okay. 20 bottles to buy 2 Kais. Might as well. 20 water bottles to buy 10 Awakening Medals. You get 5 of the Shin, which is the Supreme Kai. You get 5 of the Elder Kai. Each one costs you 10. I think this one's worth doing. Even veteran Dokkaners should do this. It doesn't take much. Then it starts to get a little crazy. If you want to get all of the Zenny, you'll need 215 water bottles. 15 to buy all of the gold Hercule statues, 200 to buy the silver ones. Minimum, if you're crunched for Zenny, I would say go for the 15. This sort of thing, you don't necessarily have to do. And whenever they release this sort of event in the past, there has been inventory updates that have taken place. Since this is released during part 1 of this New Year's Dual Dokkan Festival celebration, I would not be surprised if they were to add more equips and more inventory in part 2. So even if you don't farm everything out right away, you will still, with whatever spare stamina you have, whenever you're bored or you just want to burn up stamina, you could always come back in and farm more. And maybe over the course of the celebration, maybe into part 2, they'll give us something more here. So 200 for this. This one's a lot. 25 water bottles for 75 training items. This is the least important, so I would ignore this one altogether. Unless you're brand new and you desperately need it, you could do it, but honestly, this is the least important, not relevant at all. And then we get to the equips. This is important if you don't have them. 198 water bottles are needed to buy all 48 skill orbs. Each character comes with 8? Yes. Each character comes with 8 skill orbs available. So depending on which characters you have, I would say start by going for those. But if you can, I would go for all of them if you don't have them. Again, if you have these equips from the previous year, you don't have to worry about this. But giving everyone a level 8 defense, a level 8 attack, level 8 health, that sort of stuff is useful and it will help you. Also, their silver skill orbs are not that bad. They're actually pretty good. Oh, we won't see it here. I have to show you in game. They're actually pretty good. Normally the silver ones are like a level 2. This one gives you an additional level 4. And it gives you a 400 defense, which is very nice. So this one's not bad. There's no dodge one in here, sadly, so that might hurt on some characters, but still, you can pad on those stats. Like Piccolo, he gets more stats when he gets hit. Gohan, raises his attack and defense or something when he's supering. Gamma 2 is a combo machine. The more defense you give him, the more tanky he can potentially be in certain situations. So I would get all of them. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Okay. Level 3 additional, level 5 crit, level 5 additional, level 3 crit. That's what they did here. Yeah. There's no dodge. There's no dodge at all on any of these equips. So might not be the best fit, but it's still better to have them than not at all. So 198 to buy all of them. Repeat skill orbs from last year, no difference. So in total, you need 538 water bottles to buy everything. To buy all the good stuff, you need 278. I would go with this. And if you don't have, or if you already have all of this, let's just say you've been around, you were here last year, you got all of this, you only need 80. And I would say go for this minimum. But there's your breakdown. So hopefully this makes things a little bit more doable. This is a lot. It is quite a bit of a grind. You only get 21 water bottles from the mission on the event. And it took me a while to get to this. But the only reason why I was able to do this so easily was because I had so much meat from my rank up rewards recently with the power level update. And also because Special Day was able to basically refresh my stamina so fast, I didn't have to spend a whole lot in terms of stones to like burn. I was just able to go through it. But now let's actually go into the event and let's do a couple of rounds of, nope, not that. Let's do a couple of rounds of this because I'm not done and I still want to do it. So you're going to go to Z Hard. This is the best build. This right here. Your best drop rate is with superheroes and super bosses. There is only one unit in the game that is both a superhero and a super boss. And when it comes to enhancing the drop rate, the higher the rarity, the more value you get. So you want to be bringing all LR superheroes, and then you want to be bringing double Frieza Gogeta. If you don't have the Frieza, this guy would be anybody else. Let's just say you throw in this dude. And now this is your setup, but you make sure you bring the Frieza Gogeta friend unit. That way this guy still gives you the double and you have a 280% drop. Since I have it, I am going to put him back in here and I have a 315. So that means I have 3 guaranteed bonus drops and I have a 15% chance of an extra drop. On top of this, you want to be using your Oolongs, you want to be using your Bola Vegeta, and best of all, you want to be using your boosted Android 18 support memory. This enhances your bonus drops even more. Chance of obtaining bonus rewards plus 120% in events with special effect bonus reward drop rate increase. With this recent boost, this is now the best drop rate enhancer in the game. It used to be the Oolong because it was not only cheap, but it provided the same amount as the others. But because this one doesn't have the same level boost, this one is now a little bit lower value, but 85%. It's still good. I would use up all of these, and then I would use up this one. And then of course you also got this one, which provides the same 85%. This one will also be the same level as the 18 whenever it gets its boost. which it doesn't have yet. So that being said, let's do this. And let's jump in.
All right, let's do this.
And then we just auto. Android 18's feeds. There you go. Also, some of the drops can include training items, which is annoying because it kind of takes away from the water bottles, but it is what it is. Drop rate is annoying. So yeah, we got 4 bonus drops. Half of them were the water bottles. So that gave me 3, brought me to 422. It'll take a while. So that's why, like I said, I gave you several different options. Depending on how much you want to commit to this, you could do that. And then maybe over the course of the celebration, with whatever spare stamina you have, you can get whatever the rest you can. And then later on, if they do an inventory update, you can, you know, farm out more. So I'm going to go ahead and buy everything now. I'm going to buy all the good stuff, all the important stuff. So actually, do I want to save this? I'm going to save that for my summons. I like to save the extra stones, so I'm going to save that. I'm going to get the Kais. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to buy all the equips. What am I going to do with these? I'm going to equip them to all of the lower versions of the same character. And you know what? Whenever we get those EZAs, I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen now, but eventually we're going to be getting some EZAs for like LR Gohan, LR Piccolo, the Gammas. Maybe I might need to redistribute my equips, because right now I think I've given Piccolo all defense, I think. And with all of these extra equips I'm like giving to the TUR and the SSR, if I do have to recalibrate the Piccolo, I won't have to worry about taking the equips away from my TUR SSRs, because I'll just have those spares. I know, whale problems, I know. But you know what, this isn't even a whale thing. If you've been playing for a couple of years, you've got all this. Alright, so that's all of the equips. Okay, so on top of that, I'll go ahead and buy out all the Zenny. I don't think I actually can. Yeah, 169, I'm not done. 84, okay. So I'll farm out the rest myself and I'll do that later. But yeah, now all I'm going to be doing is just going through the rest of my box, and I'm just going to be giving all the rest of the equips. Oh, I gave this guy defense and I gave this guy attack. Yeah. So this guy got the defense. So now, if I wanted to switch this guy and give him his critical defense one, I can do it because I have a spare. Critical. Nope, damn it. Critical defense. Yep, right there. I have 2. Wait, this has been around for 3 years? This is our 3rd year doing this? What the heck? Alright, anyway, there you go. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below, learn in the comments. How many water bottles did you farm out, and what did you buy from the Baba Shop? Do you expect some EZAs to come up with these guys? I mean, we've had this now for 3 years. Granted, this is the 3rd year since their release, but do you think we're going to be finally getting those EZAs for these characters during this celebration? Which characters are you most excited for? Which equips do you have? Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you, the YouTube, know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again, stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.